Hi guys. Finally, okay, here we are. It's been quite a massive mission to get this all set up, specifically because I have put together for you. I'm all doing this ad lib, so bear with me. Okay, this here is Gmail. Obviously, you guys all know about Gmail. But what I've actually had to set up is the Gmail suite, which is called G Suite. So really what that is, here we go here, which is, let me go on to admin. Oh, we go down to admin, there we go. Whoops. Up. Yeah. So the only way I could actually do this, to sort of do a sort of a curveball, a bit of a hack here, to the point of that I've got the Google Admin Suite, but instead of having separate user accounts for each one of you, what I've actually done is I've actually created users within which is myself, okay, and second to that I've actually also created aliases. Now what an alias is, here we go here, as you can see, right, Michelle, Maria, Michelle, Kerry, Trezor and Maria. So well, these aliases is an alternative address which I can use for myself, which means that instead of me saying it's from Ken Kruger Video Media Group, etc., I'm actually having it that I can have it's an alias as an alternative address, so it shows up one of you guys. Example, let's go into this. Okay, so this is the G Suite into Gmail, and here we go. You can compose your emails in here, and no doubt you can check your sending and everything else here. I'll go into more details about excuse me, about that a bit later. So the object of the whole exercise here, just to sort of quickly recap, is to get them to here. We want to get people that are hoping to come through to this webinar. This is the intro page of the webinar. Okay, I've had to change some dates. Unfortunately, the date that I'm hoping now for is this Saturday, 11:45, and so we're going to try and capture as much as we can. I have done the best that I can do to get you guys set up to make it automated, so it can go as quick as possible. And also not only that, but it's not much extra time that you have to really spend on the sending stuff out. So we've got one day really, but in that one day, if we can get emails out today, that means we can do a follow-up email tomorrow, and we can do a follow-up email on Saturday to get them to come. Okay, so right, let's just quickly save the changes here. And the reason I'm going on this page here, this is the page which is the target page that you'll be sending potential people to come and register from this page. Okay, I'm not going to go into the webinar platform, the live stream and all that now. That I'm not going to do, because that's really a whole nother thing entirely. Entirely new, different platform. I'm just going to go over the stuff which is important to you here. So what we've got is the actual intro to the. So they can go and have a look at the intro. Hopefully that's where we're pointing them to. We want them to come to the intro of the webinar, because I've actually shortened the whole of the email that you're going to be sending out, making it much easier for you. Topics are on the side, discussion topics over here, what they're going to learn. And then you'll see within, it's not going to be in the email you're sending out, but it's in the intro of the actual video itself. I'm going to do a live site analysis of two business URLs. I'm not going to go into more details on that either right now. So we've got additional webinar broadcast dates, okay, which would be for 1st of February, which is Monday, and then the 2nd of February, drop down here, and they can see what type of date they want. Okay, a little bit of blurb about myself to say who I am so they can understand. and then registration. So all told, we want to get them from the email that you send out with a link. That link's going to come straight into this page. This page is going to be working as the machine, as the vehicle to get them to book. Now what we do have, we have something totally unique, something very obviously so much more easier than anybody else, and that is my old video web chat assistant. Okay, I'm going to go through this so you can understand it, and the reason I'm actually going through this because this is basically what they will be going through as well, so you'll get an indication of what it is. It's trying to be jovial, it's trying to be as friendly as what one can, and not only you don't want to chase them. This is obviously can be set up and programmed in any way I want. So what we've start off with, introducing, which it is, Kazi, doesn't make a difference what the name is at the bot, asking for the name and showing a little bit of, okay, getting them to recognize and associate this with what they've just seen. Secondly as well, as soon as they give the name, so let's say for example, okay, we're going to go for a name, and let's say, let's go for myself here, that's fine. I've done so many of them, so we go for Ken, double N. Now as soon as they click on here, okay, they are clicking the, okay, let's pick up again. There's a little bit of a hiccup a minute ago, sorry about that, on this thing. Okay, so let's get back here. So we come back to, so here we are. We are now getting a name. Okay. Okay, as you can see, acknowledging, right? Please give me a couple of minutes. I'd like to take some details down. Now there is two branches here. We've got yes, we've got no. Some people will be interested to be say yes, you could take down the details. Some other people are not going to do it. As we know, this is how people are. Okay, so let's say hopefully let's take this time yes. Here we go. Okay, now some of you have actually gone through it, which is fabulous. However, there's a couple of changes that I've actually made, I think, since you've gone through it. So I feel it's important for me to actually go through this right now. Okay. One thing quickly to show you, I mentioned to you about the GDPR. We've obviously got to make sure, because the GDPR rulings, that the privacy policy, which I said earlier on, when they click onto the privacy policy, what happens, it opens up the page, and where are we? Let's get to the privacy policy. Oh, it's down here, straight down here. Obviously this is our home page. Come down, there we go. Privacy policy, so here it is here. We've got all disclaimers, we've got terms and conditions, we've got everything, so we are totally, as much as we can be, above the law, so we are, don't get into trouble. Use of data, retention of data, and all the legal requirements and security and analytics and everything else that they require. Okay, and I'm sure you've obviously seen this a lot whenever you go onto a site. They say, well, can you, for the cookies and all that malarkeys. Okay, that's what this does. It's saying that yes, you can do it. So okay, let's get back. Here we are. Okay, this is the first time we're on the site. Yes, again, privacy policy, same scenario. We don't have to do that twice. I'll actually take that out. We've done that already, so the privacy policy should go out, because they don't have to do that. Now, what this also shows you as well, there's a good thing that I'm going through this, because it actually shows you the flexibility that what we've actually got here for you. If you want to, if you're interested to be able to sell the VidWeb, our chat assistant to any business, doesn't make a difference what business it is, and I can show you some examples later on, not now, and obviously a little bit later on. I can show you some examples of what you can include. You include whatever you want in here. So let's say, where did you get to know about us? Hopefully the email you sent out. Okay, I thought I recognize you. Are you a holiday business owner? Not at the moment, so we're not going to go no. We're going to go yes for now. We'll come back to the no branch just now. Okay, so the reason that we're asking for the full name is because we want to reserve the place for the live stream webinar, and hopefully that is going to suffice for anyone to to put it in. We've been very subtle here, as you can see, subtle to the point of that we're actually trying to capture as much information as we can, because we've got the analytics, and with that analytics we can actually look in and we can find all that information to be able to pick up those vital points. Sorry for the bit of a delay there. I was just closing the window. I was getting a little bit chillies. Okay, so here we go. We're trying to put a bit of urgency in here as well at the same time. Due to the international demand, we've added additional webinar broadcast dates and times. Okay. So now we ask him to please pick a date. Excuse me. So we made it easy. They go in there, pick a date. Okay, so what we've actually got now here is setup. I'm trying to run because obviously I have not been able to run the dates before, haven't finished. So here we go. So the first dates are 12. Well, change that. Should be 11:45. Doesn't make any difference. So let's say we're choosing 30th. Okay, now they can select the time that they want. They can go down from 12, 1 o'clock. Let's say 1 o'clock. Okay. Here we go. If they want to add it to their calendar, to Apple Calendar, to Google, and Outlook, etc., that can be done, or even Yahoo Calendar and Outlook Calendar. So what that does, that obviously in fact can confirm for themselves that they've actually got that date, which is perfect, brilliant like that, because they'll be notified themselves within their own calendar that that's the date. Right, let's sort of say, okay, let's have a look and see what is your holiday accommodation type business you've got at the moment. Let's say, for example, we've got a B&B. It could be anything else. Let's just quickly click that. Okay. Where's it based? This is mainly just to sort of get an indication of where they are. Picking up the coordinates here, which is the longitudes and latitudes. That helps me on this side and helps you to know exactly where they're located, so you can get an idea of when you go in, you can have a look and see their competition close by. You can go into Google Maps and you can actually scout their the competitors, which is great for leads, because what you can do, you can go and say, hi, you know, we've just been speaking with these guys, with those guys, etc., and you can just send them an email. So here we go, we've just located it. Okay, let's go back to the webinar registration. Right, now I'm asking for the email address, and the email address is because obviously again we've already got the full names, but we want to confirm for them, so we need to get the email address. Again, it complies to the GDPR, so that's fine. Don't have to put that in there again, but if we do, that's fine. So let's say, okay, kenny@aol.com. So it can be anything, but if I don't put the @ in, it'll kick it out. Okay, this is just quickly to say that I mentioned earlier on, as you remember here, I said that they can have, they could send their site analysis in. I'll be doing an in-depth site analysis of these websites. Check and see why the sites are not actually listed within the Google rankings, specifically local business rankings, okay, which is Google Local Business Prime ranking slots, which is the first 3 slots on any Google search page. It's an 18-page analysis, and you know, cover all the best things here. And the reason I'm saying this here is so you could see that if they want to include it, they can. If they don't want to include it, it's not a problem, because then automatically, so let's say at this moment of time we'll say yes. Okay, so they want to do it, they're happy to do that. Okay, so just change that up. Okay, we'll just put the website in there, so it's http dot, oops, Ken.com. Okay, now we've recorded that, so obviously when I check in the analytics, I'll be able to see exactly that that person is recorded. How this helps you as well, if you want, I'm not saying right now, but obviously, in fact, you'll be able to get that email address, or their website address, So even though they've come onto the webinar, you can go back to them and you can actually offer them some analysis if you want on their sites and so on. Yeah, I'll explain that to you later, but that's something you can do. Okay, so now we want to try and capture the email address. We've already put that in. Yes. Okay, I've got to change that. Notice the email address. Please add your phone number. That's got to come out. That's wrong. So this has got to come out. That shouldn't be there. So I actually got to just. Okay, and again, the reason we're asking for the phone number is because. Okay, let's say we put in there 7757. Oops, 775 Now, if I put any other number in there, it's not going to work. It's got to be 9 digits. What a mobile phone is. Okay, and it's mainly to get a text message to them 30 minutes before. Okay, we don't have to do that, but what it is doing, it is giving us the reason for why we actually need that phone number. But it's awesome for us because then we've got a phone number, we can contact them. Pretty straightforward. Thank you for your time. Great chatting to you. Looking forward to your webinar. Okay. 750 prizes worth up for grabs. Okay. And one thing I've actually thrown in here as well, I think you probably guys have obviously known that I have got my whoops, let's go back here. Okay, because this is going to redirect. Okay, yeah, this is what I spoke to you about, is what I've actually got my video web membership, media membership. It's going to redirect. Okay, highest quality media graphics. There we're going to go, redirect automatically. But it's a great thing that is redirecting. This takes them straight to the site, takes them through to the corporate site, to our website. But it's holiday accommodation, hotel, yacht, and design assets. So we're able to offer them anything, whatever they want, and this is 25 to 30% off any type of graphics, designs, services, hotel reputation management, customer acquisition, all that sort of thing, a website design, and so on. They can have a look at a mobile first site. I actually do a demonstration of the mobile first site, which is this here, because that is one of the prizes. Okay, I'll quickly do this one here to show you what it is, so you'll get an idea. Either done by QR code, or I can do it just on a link. Okay, so here we go. So this is the prize. The first prize is this prize here, which is £485 worth of value. Okay, so taking the existing website and putting it into a mobile first. The reason for the mobile first is because it is dedicated for mobile phones only. So it's quick. It's 1 second for this thing to download with all that information. It's phenomenal. And mobile first and mobile voice and search is where it's all happening now. Okay, so this is obviously a service if you want to offer them. That's not a problem. But this gives you a quick idea. We'll go into a whoops. Let's just go over here. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so this is actually on a tablet size form, but you get an idea of a mobile first. This is our other video web presenter, which you probably have seen already. If you haven't, just click to.
Hi, my name is Michelle. I am a new and unique breed of one of Video Web Media's latest cutting-edge interactive 3D AI virtual video smart presenters. I try my best to simulate a human.
And then there's the booking component. So they have, this is what a mobile first site looks like. They can actually do a booking if they want themselves there. Okay, they can have a look at a tour if they want to. They can have a look at the gallery. I'll just change some of the colors here. Doesn't look like it's the most exciting. Let's have a look at the rooms. Okay, I need some changes and works to be done here. See to believe. Okay. What's going on here? Okay, there we go. Okay, so it's actually got carousel and everything else in it and so on. But it's just sort of an idea of a mobile first website. Okay, restaurant. Okay. Let's go change my design and things like that. It's not 100% where I want it to be. Okay, it's not a problem, but that gives you a quick idea of what a mobile's first site looks like. So we are quickly going to go back, back, and back, and back, and back. Okay. We were here. Oh, we're here. Okay. Okay, that's fine. This is just quickly covering, as I say, the redirect of this, the video web membership. Again, you could sell this and you'd make, as I mentioned to you guys before, it is a free trial for 7 day free trial, and they get 25% of the designer fees on anything like that. As you're seeing here, I've got a whole lot of collateral stuff to show you the designs. They can have a look at the quality of what it's all about and so forth. High professional quality within the gallery, and then these are the actual websites itself. If they want to have a actual website of their own, this is what a website should look like. One of the things I have noticed, okay, and this goes for the UK, goes for SA, goes for all over the place. The sites generally for hotels, the smaller hotels, the bed and breakfast, the guest houses are pretty much, if I can say, CRAP, crap. They really are. They are not good at all. So, I mean, you know, what we're talking about here is a professional looking website. It covers everything that one would actually need in a hotel type site, even with booking components again there as well. But anyway, let's have a look at a restaurant as an example. We can put as many pages as one wants to put in there. So if you've got somewhere that you've spoken to and they say, okay, wow, I'm interested in having a website put up, whatever. Okay, I can assure you that our prices will beat anyone else as well. So anyway, so that's really what a site would look like. Okay. Sorry guys, probably gone off the tangent, yeah, as usual. Okay, so we go back to what happened to our bot? Oh, we lost her on the way as well, didn't we? Oh, we didn't lose on the way, because obviously it was a redirect directly after when she finished. Redirect doesn't have to be there. I've just put it in there because I'm obviously trying at this moment of time to sell the membership plan as well. Okay, now what we're going to quickly do here, we're going to go the same thing. We're going to go Mike, whatever. Okay, I'm going to go with a no action now, so it shows you that you have, they could see that you've got the two ways of going. Okay, so here we say no, not interested. Aha, should move on, which it hasn't. Slight thing there to be sorted out, not a problem. But anyway, what it does is just goes back and says, okay, they don't take any details down. Thank you, not a problem at all. If you're interested on the webinar, let us know and give us a call or something like that. Okay, so enough of that. So that's the, as I say, is the page. But what we need to do now, more importantly, is to see how we can get them to go to this page. So we come back here, and this is your email platform. Okay. The way it works, very simple, like you've obviously got within Gmail yourself, as you know. Compose a message, send it out, and so forth. But what I've actually done here is done something different. I've incorporated all you guys into one Gmail platform that you can send messages out from this on your own name. I'll give you a quick example. Okay, so what we have is we're going to, and I've also incorporated a tracking mechanism in here as well. So here we go, compose. Okay, so let's say, for example, we are looking to try and get them to register as quick as possible. Here we go. So we're now, I'm going to do this slowly because obviously, in fact, you've got to understand how this works. This is the most important part of the whole exercise. So we're going on to just to compose. So again, we're clicking on compose. You will get the link to log in to this Gmail. Each one of you can log into this Gmail. That's fine, because this is what this is the team Gmail. okay, specifically for G Suite on videowebmediagroup.com. So that's it. You log in and you can get your information. So, okay, let's quickly go in here. Right, so first of all, what we want to do is, if you have a look down the bottom here on the right next to the trash can. Okay, so let's go back here. We're not actually going to compose an email here. We're going to grab a template, and we're going to throw that template in there to make life easier for you as well and to make it quicker. So here we go. Going to templates. Okay, and let's say we're going to go to the first one, which is Michelle. It'll have Trezor, it'll have Maria, obviously, and Kerry. Each one will have their own template. Like Trezor's got hers, Maria's, and that's the follow. I'll show you the follow-up ones in a minute. Okay, so there we go. All you're doing is you're clicking on that, and voila, it's all in there. It's all in there. So now what you have got is you've got your template ready. This is the intro to the template to the actual webinar. I haven't got any. I've taken out a whole lot of stuff here. I haven't got any discussion topics or anything like that. I'm trying to make it as easy as possible for them to go in and do it. Now, Hello John would come no doubt from, and I do suggest what you do get to help you is, and you can do this online, it's called Evernote. If you never heard of Evernote, it's fabulous because you can actually create notebooks, and within these notebooks you can actually have, and I'll show you a quick example here. If I go here, I know it's a hang of lots to take in, guys, I'm sorry, but you can obviously go over the video again. Okay, you can have, for example, you can have the name of everyone, you can capture all the information in there and so on, but and so on. So otherwise you've got your spreadsheet, and your spreadsheet is going to give you the name of the person, it's going to give you the email address of the person, etc. So let's quickly go back here again. So here we are. So we say hello John. Okay, here we need the subject. Okay, I'll give you the subject on that, but let me quickly go here and pick up the subject right now as we are here. Sorry, I will give you the subject heading of that as well. Okay. Where are we now? There we go. Media.co.uk. I think I'm in the wrong one. How's this one, is it? Oh, I guess I mixed up. Here we go. Okay, this is the first one. Oh, no, not there. Agent. Email script 1. Brief. Here we go. Okay, so that's it there. That would be, I'll give you the subject line. And you'll actually get these templates separately, which I'll upload into the into the documents file, so you can actually pull them out and it'll be in a document file. So okay, there we go. So what we've got now is we're putting the subject in. Okay, we've got John already there. Just take out the bracket. Ta-da. Okay, so what we're actually doing here, we are recognizing by his name. Okay, and as you can read it, it says, hello John, after chatting with many holiday business owners, the one thing that has really stood out is they would like to be able to increase their guest bookings. As you can see, that the subject heading is, do you want to increase your guest bookings? Okay, so that's the subject heading. Confirm paying guests are the lifeblood to any B&B. So what I'm actually trying to establish here is I'm actually trying to establish urgency, number one, and trying to sort of get into the minds of themselves here, for them to associate where they are. Okay, so everyone has been taken complete surprise with the advent of this grueling pandemic. Never in their wildest dreams did they think they would be at the mercy of this epidemic. Holiday accommodation businesses immediately become at risk of forced closure, faced with the greatest possibility of losing all that they strived for and built, and their revenue was severely destroyed. Okay, so it's the pain threshold. What I'm actually trying to do here is I'm trying to get them to realize the pain threshold where they're at the moment. Now what I'm trying to do is give them a solution within the email itself. We understood the holiday business owners' concerns and plight, and we set out to bring a solution that can alleviate this pressure. We're running a no-cost live stream webinar later this week, which is Roadmap to Recovery Blueprint. Gain a competitive advantage over your competitor. This webinar will reveal ways that you can claw back some of your losses and put your holiday accommodation business to success. What this does is you've developed the pain, okay, which the pain is obviously the loss that they can think for themselves and the foreclosures and what they're going to do about their own business. Now what you're giving them is you're giving them a solution. They can have a look to the future and they can say, well, there's a possibility that my business can survive. I can take it to the next point. So it's okay. So this webinar will reveal the ways you can claw back some of your losses and put your holiday accommodation business on a pathway to success. It's packed with several great discussion topics that will help you so much in your business. We'll also be giving out a staggering $750 worth of prizes to the attendees. One of the prizes in this webinar is a fully interactive webinар, and I've already shown you the component, a 245. So that hopefully is a hook for them to take action, because we're trying to say, okay, we're giving you something, but it's important for your business because you're getting the complete booking component. Assistant, it's there. Okay, click the link. Okay, you can look, and then you can go on the short intro, because we want to get them on the short intro because that actually shows them the topics, that shows them the prizes, that shows them a little bit more about what it's all about. Okay, which is only a 5-minute intro. There's the link. This is the same link. There we go. And as you can see, it says, thank you, Michelle Champion, Executive Agent. Okay, so there it is. That is coming directly from Michelle in this instance. Okay, Michelle's email address is in there, etc. Now, what we're actually going to do on this particular one now, we're going to come down here. Okay, and you can see over here is a request, read, and receipt track clicks. Okay, so down here, okay, we don't want to make it too big. There it is. The sender requested a read receipt. If you do not wish to provide this, click here. Majority of them are not going to see that anyways, which is perfect for us, because then we are tracking if they've actually received it, and if they've opened the email. And what we could track here as well, guys, we could check and see if they clicked it. Now this is important, because what this does, this can show you if your email has actually been received, if it's been read, and the next form of action you could take. So here we go. So this is the email that's going out. Okay, I'm always open to suggestions. If you feel we should change this email, let's change it. But I've tried to get it down to as best that I can to bring in those points of the pain and the solution and association with them in their business. Now we go to recipients, and there's a drop down. Okay, so the drop down will be here. That's actually coming from Michelle Champion Video Web Media Group. So it's coming directly from Michelle. Okay, in this instance we'll do the same. Or we can put any address in there, doesn't make any difference. Okay, so it's highly professional. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to show that what we've got here is highly professional, that there's no doubt when they actually go. I mean, the website itself, when you have a look at the website that we've got, is over, really. It's everything that is a highly professional one. You can see yourself, and it's not blowing my own trumpet, but there's it's everything that any business would ever wish to have. Now you've got two options here. Okay, the two options you have got is you could send it immediately. Okay, right. Oops. Or you could send later. Okay, so let's say we want to send it later. So, okay, I'm going to send it later. So you could schedule this. You could say, fine, I don't want to send this email out right now. I want to send it out at a certain time, because the best time to get an email out, guys, is morning. Okay, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. If you can get the email out at 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, that's the time to get the email out, because that's the time that people wake up and they'll be able to, and the first thing they'll look at the emails. Otherwise, late evening, late afternoon is another opportunity where you could send it out around about 6, 7 o'clock. because then it's quite likely that, or 7:30, whatever, so they can actually do it. So here we go. We can send it out in 1 hour, we can send it out in 2 hours, we can send it out tomorrow morning, we can send it out tomorrow afternoon, or we can send it out in whatever days. Or we can actually have a look and say, okay, we want it out at a specific time, and we confirm that that email is actually going to go out at that specific time. Okay, so you choose your time. We got it there, but we don't want that date, obviously. But anyway, that gives you an idea. And we don't want to schedule a recurring message. It actually tells you the time and date that it's actually going out. You could confirm it. It's now scheduling that message. So that email will only go out on that time. Okay, message will be sent, as you can see over here, on the 30th of that. Okay, so right, so what that does, okay, so now we can go back in here. All right, that email hasn't gone out, but I've sent another one out prior to that, just to give you a quick idea. Came from myself to Michelle, same email that went out, same thing here with the send receipt. Okay, it was opened, it was clicked. Okay, so we knew it was immediately opened, it was clicked, and so we know exactly they clicked through. Okay, came out on the 1st of Jan at 12 o'clock. That was when the email was opened, and last it was clicked on the same time. Okay, so that just, what that does, that shows you that you can track. You could track exactly if that email has been open, if it's been clicked on as well. Okay, brilliant. So there we are. So that's where we are here. That shows you, as I say, of how it all works out again. So let's quickly go back again here. We compose an email. We go back in here. Right, you then go down next to the trash can. You go to the template. You choose your intro brief. We'll go with mom now. Okay, so we'll go with, let's say we're going to go with Alican. Oops. Okay. Here we go. So it's coming from Triz. So here we go. There we go. Everything's fine. It's picking up down the bottom here. Mom's name, address. Don't forget, very important, when you get down here, make sure you put that in. If you don't put that in, okay, use your cursor, just come and go back to delete, so you can just drop it down. Okay, this is all in compliance that we have to do, unfortunately, with GDPR and everything like that, because that gives them an option to unsubscribe if they don't want it. It's got to be done. Okay, it comes with the email address, everything like that. Okay, we're going to recipient, and this time we've got a Mario. Okay, intro brief, doesn't make any difference on there. Okay, here we're going to send this out immediately. Okay, sending it out right now. Message is sent. Obviously, I'm sure you always all know that you can check your own messages in here, check your inbox, etc. Here we go. Right, so now we know that that email has been sent. Okay, so let's go back to send. You won't be, okay, that's important. When you come in here, you can see that the email has been sent, but you won't be able to see the analytics on here. You have to go into your sent to actually see the analytics on there. There it is. It's opened. Hasn't been clicked. It's opened. If I click it now, every 10 minutes it's going to check and see the tracked information. So what we have here, we have stealth, guys. We have stealth that many other people haven't even got when it comes to email tracking and marketing, because what this does is phenomenal. Okay, so right, so here we go. We're up to that point. I'm going to stop here, and then after this, what I am going to do quickly is I'm going to show you the follow-up emails that you'll be sending out, because then instead of just sending one email out, you want to follow up so that you can hook them if they didn't do anything, or if they have opened it. You've got two emails. You've got one which is a follow-up for those opened, and you've got one which haven't. Okay, so I'm going to stop this video.